this Octo members video in which we are chatting to Anthony Rafferty, the Chief Executive of Origo, about a new service, the Unipass Transfer Tracking service. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you, John. And I'm glad that we both got the memo about wearing blue 3/4 zip jumpers.
Brilliant. Excellent. Always good. Always good to mirror the guest, I think, a little bit. Okay. Anthony, I just wanted, first of all, not all the Octo members may know. I think an awful lot of them will as well. But could you introduce yourself and also give us a little potted introduction to Origo as well, for those who don't know?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Anthony Rafferty. I'm Origo's Chief Executive. Just briefly, my career has really been in 3/3. So I started my career in retail banking, actually. The Scottish banks, my accent's a little bit of a giveaway there. So I worked for RBS, Bank of Scotland, back to RBS, mainly actually in proposition management. So new product development, managing existing products and so on. Great grounding for me, actually. But after that, I moved into the life and pensions industry. After that, initially with Aviva. I'm on the hook for launching Aviva's advisor platform. It's one of the things I did there. I used to lead their equity release business as well. I moved to Friends Life after Aviva the first time round, and I think they missed me so much that they bought the business, and I went back to Aviva to lead their direct consumer proposition before what hopefully is the final third of my career, which is to be chief exec of Origo, and no doubt we'll talk about that. Origo itself, quite old actually, so we're a modern fintech, but we are 35 years old. So we were formed in the same year as the World Wide Web, initially to try and drive efficiencies in the market when this internet thing was taking off. And over the years, over the decades, we've evolved enormously. Actually, to the Octo community, I wouldn't be shocked if most members knew us because of one of our brands, Unipass. I remember when I got the job, I've got a very good friend who's a financial advisor, and they said to me, "Oh, well done on the Origo job. We use you for transfers," I think he said. I said, "Oh, you'll probably use us for Unipass as well." And his eyes lit up. I said, "My goodness, is that Origo as well?" So we're probably more famous in the advisor community for Unipass stuff. But yeah, so that's Origo. We're based in Edinburgh, but we do stuff all across the UK.
Okay, so to the topic in hand today, what is Unipass Transfer Tracking, and why have Origo created this new service?
Yeah, so I think most people do know that Origo is probably best known for the work we've done in pension transfers. So we launched the first ever digital solution for transfers, maybe about 15 years ago. And it's grown massively. We've now got 130 brands that use that. It does 90%, 95% of all DC pensions get transfers using the software. So we're very proud of that. But actually, if we're honest, there's still a failure demand where advisors chase the progress of transfers with providers and with platforms, and it benefits nobody. So it's a real hassle for the advisor. What's the status of that transfer? It's a hassle for the platform or for the provider to have to receive that phone call or receive that email, and it's done multiple times. So we wanted to just make it much more transparent and give advisors a real-time update on the status of a particular transfer, so they don't need to go to the trouble of phoning or emailing the provider. They can just go online very, very quickly and see the status. So we launched that 2 weeks ago, and I think it's fair to say that it's got off to a very popular start.
Okay, so given we're 2 weeks into launch, certainly at time of recording, what are advisors saying about the service so far?
Yeah, well, I mean, many of them, I mean, it's a beta. I would say that first of all. So it's a
Okay.
beta to begin with. You know, you launch these things and you adapt based on feedback, and we've put surveys out there to get that feedback, which has been great. But within that, what they're saying is that, you know, why didn't you do this years ago? This is simple. It's really easy to use. It's very intuitive. It's saving us significant amounts of time. I think it's something like 50% of advisors say that, you know, that this is going to be life-changing for us in terms of wasting time, you know, chasing these transfers. We did some research actually before we launched it, and the average firm is spending about 28 hours a month chasing this sort of stuff. That's, you know, that's almost 4 days worth of effort. You could argue nearly a week per month on things like this. So they're delighted with it. It's been extraordinarily popular, actually. In the first 2 weeks, we've had over 10,000 lookups from the financial advisor community, and we've not even really started advertising it yet. So I know that this is going to be a popular one, and that the advisors are going to use this as a regular place to go, the place to go to track the progress of transfers.
How many advisors do you expect to use the service, Anthony?
Goodness, good question. Difficult to say, but all I really know right now is that with Unipass Identity, which is obviously our long-established service under the Unipass brand, 8 out of 10 people working in financial advice firms use that multiple times a day. So I don't see why it wouldn't be as popular as that. Given that we've already had 10,000 lookups, you know, it's off to a very popular start. So I suspect nearly everybody actually will use it over the course of this year and beyond.
Okay, and for advisors wanting to know how they use the service, what do they do?
It's super simple. Just go to the unipass.co.uk website, which a lot of people do already. It will be very obvious where the transfer tracking, Unipass transfer tracking solution is. If you're already registered for Unipass Identity, you're set to go. If you're not, there's a very simple process to get registered as well. And then I think you'll find that, you know, we're not Apple, let me be honest about that, but I think this doesn't really need a set of instructions. It will be very obvious what you need to do. You put in the details of the client and you'll see in an instant the status of that transfer, and some nice graphics there as well. So really super simple.
Okay, and final question, is there a catch?
Well, if I can think of one, I might put one in there, but there's not. I mean, we're positioning this as a beta service just now, actually more because we're really interested in the feedback from the advisor community, you know, how we can make it better and better and better as well. Right now, and I suspect for a very long time, if not ever, this is free. So there is no charge for advisors to use this. It's part of Unipass suite of services. So not really. I think that the catch is, what will you do with the time that you've saved by doing this rather than phoning and waiting on the phone and so on. So yeah, no catches.
Okay, and where do advisors go to get more information? I think we've already talked. Just it'd be helpful just as that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Unipass website, which is unipass.co.uk, and it's very, very simple. You cannot get lost from there. You'll see actually the suite of Unipass Transfer Tracking is one of the key products on that suite, so you can't miss it.
Thanks, Anthony, for talking about this new service today. It's very interesting and very helpful.
Thank you so much.